It is said that bamboo horses can do it. I didn't expect Ringplum to be no match for the school flower. Bryce and Julie have known each other since childhood. It's a pity that Julie's heart skipped a beat at first sight. Bryce is intimidated by the overzealous little Julie, hiding directly behind her mother. However, the lively Julie is ignorant. Rumors began to circulate at school about the two of them.
Bryce and Julie sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Bryce tried to get rid of this little follower, intentionally intimate with a schoolgirl in the class. Hope Julie retreats, but before Julie gave up, good brother Da-Juan betrayed himself first. The schoolgirl learns the truth about Bryce's pursuit of herself. He slapped Bryce hard. The happiest is Julie. Watching the schoolgirl and Bryce part ways, the corners of his mouth can't hold back. They were more visible in school, even smelling Bryce's body odor obsessively. Julie is like a happy cat. It seems that nothing can bring it down. The turning point begins with a fig tree. Julie loves this fig tree in the neighborhood. It's lush Julie to pick a kite for Bryce. I saw the wind of the whole town from the top of the tree. The fig tree became Julie's favorite. He spends hours in the tree every day. Watch the sunrise, watch the sunset. Broadcast the location of the school bus to the students. Julie wants to share this little world with Bryce, but Bryce always finds various excuses to refuse. Someone who hates this tree as much as Bryce shows up. The owner asks someone to cut down the tree for the expansion. Of course Julie wouldn't, holding the tree trunk and refusing to leave, and begged Bryce to help him. Bryce thinks it's stupid. The fake tree was still cut down. Tree girl Julie made it into the local tabloid, but that obviously doesn't make up for Julie's sadness. She doesn't come anymore, and stopped talking to Bryce in the bus school. Bryce was finally left out. I didn't feel any relief. Looking at sad Julie, she felt guilty and wanted to apologize, but I can't speak. However, this was just the beginning of Bryce's disappointment for Julie. It's a gift for Kara. He threw it in the trash with his backhand. Julie shines at the school science fair. He only uses a few eggs. It vividly shows the birth of a chick. Bly, who was in the cold, looked at him dejectedly. The fox is reluctant to send these chicks away, so I keep them in my backyard. The chicks soon begin to lay eggs. Fresh eggs win over neighbors. The ladies paid Julie for the order one after another. Julie always leaves the best basket. Free for Bryce's mom. Thank you for always being kind and helpful. However, Bryce's arrogant father, but I hated Julie's messy backyard. Questions have been raised about the hygiene of eggs. Father asked Bryce to return the eggs. Bryce was worried about hurting Julie's feelings. I have to secretly throw away the eggs every day, but paper can cover fire. Julie still found him, angry questioning Bryce. Bryce can't help it. I had to tell the truth. Julie is both angry and sad. Come home. Julie proposed to her parents that she wanted to tidy up the yard. However, Julie's house is just a tenant. They can't afford to buy a house. I don't have the money to build a yard. Most of their money aside from supporting their 3 children. I also have to support Julie's father's own brother. One was born with amniotic fluid around his neck, and the mentally handicapped uncle. Julie decides to build her own yard, watch some grass seeds and flower seeds. Bryce's grandfather reading the newspaper. This stubborn tree girl. So Julie working alone. So I volunteered to help. 2 people get along, more intimate than the real grandfather and grandson. Bryce felt lost and confused. Only then did Grandpa explain to him about Uncle Julie. Bryce couldn't help but feel sorry for Julie, and guilty about throwing eggs. He went to Julie to apologize, thought Julie would be furious. Who knows, Julie's tone is very calm. Bryce's heart gradually rippled. I found my ass chasing Julie all the time. She is puzzled by her own changes. Find good brother Da-Juan. As a result, after Da-Juan listened to it, but just laughed at Julie's uncle and his madness, Bryce had to get back together insincerely. Then, however, the words that were against her were heard by Julie again. Bryce is still confident, ready to soften Julie's attitude. Ignore me for a second. The next second is a kiss. Bryce really messed up this time. It is said that men chase women across the mountain. Women chasing men separate sheets of paper. But Julie's passion and persistence, finally, after repeated disappointments, consumed by Bryce, this day, Bryce's mom invited the Julie family over. Bryce was overjoyed to meet Julie. She was scrambling to get dressed up, but didn't even say hello. Julie had a headache, slammed Julie for being so disappointed in Bryce. He thought about it for a long time. Bryce was never on his side, not when protecting fig trees, not when throwing away the eggs, not even laughing at Uncle Julie. He was determined to never talk to Bryce again. Parents come and go at the dinner party. Julie never said a word to Bryce again. The school is holding a fundraiser for lunch auctions. The chosen basket boy to have lunch with the girl who won the auction. Bryce stood on the stage with a basket, anxious waiting to be auctioned. Thai school flower promised to compete for Bryce. All I can't think about is Julie. Worried that Julie has no money. I'm worried that she can't compete with Xiaohua. And I'm worried that if Julie really ignores her, and Julie really didn't bet on Bryce, she is kind, but on a little otaku who no one cares about. The little otaku was moved. They went to the restaurant together. The two were chatting and laughing. The more you look at it, the worse it feels. There was an unspeakable urge in him. Suddenly stood up.
Julie, I gotta talk to you.
All my life I've been waiting for that kiss, but not like this. Not this way.
Julie turned and ran home, rushed into the bedroom and cried. Bryce chased all the way to the door, but was gently stopped by Julie's mother. Come knocking on Julie's door every day. Julie would never see him. Julie was reading in the front room that day. I heard noises in the yard, and it was Bryce digging a hole in Julie's lawn. Julie was stunned, thought he was going to destroy his yard. However, at this time, Bryce got a sapling out of nowhere. Julie slowly walked out the door, recognized it as a fig tree. Julie looked at those first eyes. It made her heart beat ice. The estrangement is melting at this moment.